guys.
Yeah.
Eileen's going to, I think she jumped off. She's going to try to log back in. She's having problems with her microphone.
Okay. I'll keep a lookout for her. You are all set to start though, Steve.
Okay, thanks, Lauren. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Anna Reynolds School Project Building Committee. It's February 20th. It's 5:20. Roll call, Lauren, please.
Chairman Woods,
Here.
Brittany Carr,
Here.
Carol Duggan,
Here.
Dave Nagel,
Here.
Amy Parati,
Here.
Kim Rada,
Here.
and Jeremy Wetzel.
Here.
You're all set.
Okay, thank you. Public participation is next, and I don't think we have anybody, correct?
There's no one on.
Okay. Take action on prior meetings. We have one meeting, which is the meeting of February 6th.
Actually, this is January 16th.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah. Where is it? So it's January 16th is the meeting?
Mm-hmm.
I must not have printed it, so I don't see it here. All right, well, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the minutes as written for the meeting of January 16th. Someone want to
So
move that?
moved.
Thank you, Dave. And a second?
Yep.
I'm sorry, who was Carol?
Yeah.
Yep, Carol seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Okay, motion passes unanimously. Next item, architects update. Jennifer.
Okay, just a couple of things. Still generally the same activity. We do have our owner, architect, and construction manager meetings that we attend every couple weeks, and we do schedule other meetings as needed. So we attend those and review any PCOs. There's none for tonight on your list. And the application for payment for January, we did review that and we recommend your approval. That amount is $160,081.85. So I think that'll come up later in the meeting. But we're just about done with closeout. There's just a couple other closeout submittals we're waiting for, but we're so close to being finished up here. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Anybody have any questions for Jennifer? Seeing none. Okay, we'll move on. Next is owner's project manager update and the financial update. Both of them will be by Eileen. Go ahead, Eileen. Oh, can't hear you, Eileen. We have to go back to headphone mode.
Okay. I'm going into audio.
There you go.
Unreal. It's I was like, okay, I switched from the headphones to that. All right. So as Jennifer stated, we still have several follow-up meetings, and I am still in constant contact with Lou and Jason Smith. We're following up on some items that are still open during the meeting, and following up on various items. We're going through the closeout, trying to put all these invoices or get all these invoices approved and in, and the commissioning, I'll just make a statement on commissioning is not completed yet. There has been some mechanical issues that are ongoing, and I am waiting for a recent update from Newfield. And Rich, I don't know if you can chime in there at all.
There are still some parts we're waiting on, related to some warranties for mechanical equipment, so waiting on some of those things to get delivered, including the boiler flue and the music room rooftop unit needs a new motor. So those things are on order. Waiting on those to come in, and then we can get back into the commissioning side with the commissioning agent. We're also just waiting on a final balancing report. They had some flow stations that were incorrect, and needed to get replaced. So that work was done. Now they need to be recalibrated and retested to make sure we're meeting the proper airflows on those units. So largely we're waiting on parts right now.
Does anyone have any questions before I move into financial?
Nobody has their hand up.
I'm gonna share the screen then. Let me pull this up. Everyone see this, all right?
No, it's not up yet.
Good?
Yes, you're,
All right, great.
yeah, it's readable.
I tried to blow it up here. I had it open, then it closed, now it's reopened. So we are tracking well. Excuse me, on the budget. We only have a couple of invoices. We have one from Newfield, which we'll get into, and IES, and a furniture one that we did as an extra. So a lot of these are closed out. There's only small amounts remaining, just tracking them down. And then construction, we have about 5% left here before we work on closing this out. And owner contingency at 304, 654.71.
Anybody have any questions for Eileen on this?
So
Yes,
the
Kim. Kim, go ahead. Oh, you're muted, Kim.
Eileen, could you scroll down just a little bit?
sure.
There's, what is it? Other costs, it says reopen. Can you just, what are those other costs? And
Yes, sure. Those were the 4 items that we opened up in the meeting. I want to say it was in January or end of December, I think 12/14. I can get to that detail and show you. All right, well, these, this is not the right place, but these are the.
So it's money from the different line items we were using and we. Is that correct, Eileen, or?
It's for the project. So one of them was for Lakeshore. Here they are right here. All right, so we agreed to go ahead and pay for lights, or Sonatrol, and that invoice came in and was completed. UPS battery, that's gonna be $2,500. Lakeshore is one of the costs, and that invoice came in.
Mhm.
Robert Lord, additional furniture, the ViewSonic
Okay,
display.
These are all those change orders that we added on and took out of the contingency cabinet. Remember, I think we did it
Okay.
about a month ago. Okay.
okay, yeah, I was just, I saw
Yeah, no.
reopen and
Sure, yeah.
wondered what was going
Oh,
on.
good question.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks so much, Eileen.
Sure.
Anyone else? I don't see anybody, so we're gonna move on, Eileen, to.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Yep. Construction managers update, Rich?
Okay, like Jennifer said, we're getting towards the end of the closeout period here with getting all the warranties in, all the O&M operations maintenance manuals in. So most of the hard copies of those and the flash drives have been delivered to Lou and his team for their use when they're maintaining the building in the future. We've also provided a contact list for any future warranty work because there are some warranties for the project that do extend beyond the 1 year typical workmanship warranty. So those contacts have been provided. We are working on the last few contractors here. There's a half dozen that still have their contracts open. One of them being the HVAC contractor because of the mechanical outstanding items that are still getting worked on. So still keeping that contract open. And we're going to be looking to give back in the next month here, work out the exact final contract value by returning the CM contingency back to the owner. So we'll be looking at that in the month of March and including that in the next rec. That's all I have.
Any questions for Rich? Rich, when do you expect the parts to be in and the commissioning to be completed? Do you have an approximate date?
It's a couple weeks. So I think it was about a week ago that we identified the fan motor. It's supposed to be a couple weeks out on that, so we should see that. I'm hoping like the first week of March. We do have heating commissioning is largely done according to the commissioning agent. There is still some stuff that has to be commissioned after those parts get installed, but we're gonna have to go back for cooling season commissioning as well. So once the weather warms up, we'll commission the cooling side. It did get used during last year, so we know it's functional. It's going to be about fine tuning everything, making sure everything's working and cycling correctly.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Rich? And seeing none, we're going to move on. Next item is take action on potential change orders. I believe we do not have any, correct?
No, not this time. We've got a few that we're working on. They're all related to deducts from project allowances.
Okay.
So we'll present those at the next meeting.
Okay, and then the next item is review invoices and take action on the invoices. I know we have your payment app. Lauren just sent that out. As Jennifer described, it's payment app 31. And the amount is $160,081.85. If someone would like to move that forward.
So moved.
Thank you, Dave. In a second.
Second.
Second by Amy. Any questions, comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And I think we have one more, correct, Lauren? Let's see.
There were 2 invoices sent over
Two?
this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I can share those.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right. Nope, that's,
Oh, nice picture, but
all right, can everyone see that?
I believe, yes, everyone
Right.
should be able to see it.
Yes.
So for IES, we have an invoice in the amount of 2,969.40. And then for Lakeshore Learning, which that just came in, I think 2 weeks ago. That one is 12,431.96.
All right, so then I would entertain a motion. Do we accept these 2
Sorry.
invoices? It's okay. From IES Lakeshore Learning in the total amount of $15,401.36. Any takers?
So moved.
Thank you, Kim. Second?
Second.
I think Amy.
That was
Okay.
Brittany.
Brittany. Oh, I'm sorry, Brittany.
No, we sound alike.
Yeah, you do. Your voices sound a lot alike, huh? Questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Lauren, that's it, correct, for invoices?
That's it.
Any other business pertinent to the committee? The thing I want to bring up is for Jeremy, the light for the exterior of the building, we'll have that for the next meeting. Who has been working with his vendor, and he'll be able to get that to Lauren, and Lauren will be able to get it out to the committee prior to the next meeting, so we could take action on it if we so choose. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Seeing none, I'm gonna get an opportunity to, again, public participation. I'm sure we still have none. Right back to comments by members. Anybody before we go? No? Motion to adjourn from someone.
I'll make a
So
motion.
moved.
Thank you, Carol. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 No one ever opposes this, so good night, everybody. Thank you very much.
Good night.